Now, if you've actually been in situations where you need God to come through for you as quickly as possible, then you'll be able to relate to what I'm about to say. Okay, so I've realized that one of the prayers God answers quickly, should I say answers quickly, because he answers all prayer quickly. Okay, let me say manifests quickly. Yeah, let me put it that way. That's the best way that I can explain it. All right, one of such prayer that manifests fast, very swift, all right, is a prayer that there is, a sacrifice is attached, or an offering is attached. Now, let me explain further so you understand. Okay, now, have you been in situations whereby you ask God to do some certain things for you? Like in the case of Hannah, yes, when Hannah was asking for a male child, for a son, for a fruit of the womb, what was Hannah saying? She told God that if God could, answer the prayer, she's going to bring back the male child to God, all right, so that he can work for God, he can be, used for the service of God, all right. Now, at the end of the day, we saw that God actually answered that prayer, all right. In due time, Hannah was, blessed with a child, and then the account tells us, it shows that Hannah actually fulfilled that promise she made to God, that bargain or that deal she entered into with God. All right. Now, here is my story. I remember when I was struggling to gain admission into school, into Uniben precisely, University of Benin in Nigeria, in case I have people watching from diaspora. Okay, I was having kind of difficult times, my admission wasn't coming through, even though I'd written the exams and I scored very well. My admission wasn't coming through. Even prior to that time, in my prayer sections, I remember that there's always one promise I make to God whenever I'm praying about my admission. Okay, now, and God in his faithfulness, God always keep his word, God always keep his promises, God will always keep his own part of the deal. All right, yes. So yeah, God came through for me and I finally gained admission into school. But guess what? I didn't meet my own part of the bargain. I didn't meet my own part of the agreement. I didn't meet my own part of the deal. All right. Now, what was my own part of the deal? My promise to God was that, okay, if you should really make this admission come true for me, I am going to preach. Yes, I am going to spread the gospel of Christ in school. I'm going to be involved in evangelism. I'm going to preach in classes, to large audience, Now, it was like I was bribing God. Yes, it was literally like I was bribing God, but then I never fulfilled my own part. Now, not that I totally never did, all right, but in the capacity with which I was, saying these things to God, in the capacity with which I was declaring these things to God, I did not function even a half, all right, but I did, join the, team of evangelism, went out for evangelism, a group of people, evangelized to individuals and all that. But it was just a fraction of my school days, of my time in school. I didn't really utilize, make, take the full advantage or, deliver in full, like I promised. You get? So we as believers, we should be very, very mindful. And I had a lot of challenges while in school. Who knows? Who knows what eventually transpired. I'm not saying God will allow me to experience bad things because I didn't keep to my own part of the deal. Devil, on the other hand, can use things against you. When you're actually saying those things, communicating in God, in prayer, communicating, he must have heard those things and then, try to use it against you because, he never wants you to serve God. Yeah. So I experienced my own share of challenges in school, which, I wouldn't want anybody to experience, you get. So if we're in such situation, moral lesson here is that as believers, okay, whenever we're asking God for something and we're trying to attach a seed or an offering to it or a sacrifice to it, please ensure it's something you can actually do. Ensure it is very realistic. Ensure it is something you can actually do. All right. We don't know the, extend these things. Life is spiritual. Life is spiritual. You can't bribe God and expect to just go like that. Avoid desperate situations where you get to be saying things out of desperation. If you have been in this situation before and you can resonate with this, or maybe this resonates with you, just leave a comment on the comment section. Tell me how your experience was. When you're in situations like that, just calm down. All right, calm down. Not saying you should not pray. Yes, God come true. See, any prayer you pray like that and attach a sacrifice, an offering, or anything like that, maybe something you do for God, something you give to God, something you are going to do because of that thing you are requesting for God, from God. God always come true. Yes, I am a living example. I am a living example. My case is a proof that God always comes through in such situation. Take Hannah. Hannah is a case study already. All right. Please be mindful. Be very careful. Say things you can actually do, so that it's not give room for the enemy to use those things against you. All right. Be very, very careful. Be very mindful and be very sensitive when you are saying those things out of desperation. I know you need a quick response. You need to be vigilant. Say things that you can actually do in order to avoid, situations that are not friendly. All right. At the end of the day, guys, will I say I regretted going to Uniben, even going to Uniben? Well, I still thank God, all right, because I faced a whole lot of challenges. Who knows? Who knows if it was because of this just negligence, okay, to this fulfilling my own part of the promise or the deal I made with God. Because life is spiritual. Life is what? Spiritual. You may be happy, oh, I've gotten God to do this thing for me. Yes, God will not be smiling and watching you. Will my child keep to his word, keep to his promise? What if I had really kept to my promise the way the dimension or the degree or the extent I had initially promised God? Who knows? I wonder, how my stay in that school would have been so beautiful. Well, to God be all the glory. I've learned my lesson and I will not try it again. I will not try to make promises I cannot fulfill. I think this is a big lesson to you, and I've been able to pass across a message. Okay, so if this resonates with you, please relate with me on the comment section. And if you like this content and you want more of this Christian content, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to join the family as well. So I'll be sharing exciting content. Thank you everyone for staying to this point. So thank you so much. See you in my next video. I'm Faithfulness, and I would love to see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.